We're here back in the Fantasy Bar. Wednesday is on tap. 6 of my favorite plays ready for you on FanDuel and DraftKings, including a couple of hitters with some very strong histories against their opposing pitcher. A value play the price has not caught up to yet, who's been red hot, a starting pitcher who had his best game of the season against tonight's opponent. And of course, my favorite play on the entire slate, who you may have saw in the video yesterday, going right back to the well. Who are we talking about? Only one way to find out. It's time to belly up to the Fantasy Bar. Welcome in, guys. Wednesday edition, Beers Daily Fantasy Six-Pack. Good to be back once again, talking some baseball here in the Fantasy Bar. Thank you, as always, for stopping by and checking out today's video. Before we get to the plays, take a second, click that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the content. That thumbs up button, very important. That's the tip jar here on this free video, so thank you in advance for that. And football here right around the corner, and we've got a new NFL Best Ball ADP market update show called Stonk Watch with Chris Jimino and Kyle Murray, running every week on Fridays for the next 8 weeks with a different topic mixed in each week. First one, quarterbacks and pass catchers. Last week was a running game markets episode. I'll include links to that show in the description of the video to make sure you're checking that out. Never too early to be drafting NFL best balls. Get the best information out there from Jimino and from Kyle Murray. All right, let's get started here with some baseball talk. Let's start with our bats and Cody Bellinger of the Cubs. Now, at first thought, you're like, Cody Bellinger against Zach Wheeler. I don't know about that, but hear me out here for a second. First of all, price tag likely scares people away, wanting to spend money elsewhere. The matchup here with Zach Wheeler, and we have Coors Field on the docket again. Not going to give you any plays from Coors as usual. Always a good option. Want to give you some plays outside of Coors Field. Should help keep this one under the radar. And look at the history here for Cody Bellinger. Not a massive history, just 13 at-bats, with 5 home runs in those 13 at-bats against Zach Wheeler. So if we get a low-owned home run out of Cody Bellinger, we are loving life here. 339 WOBA against righties, and Wheeler does give up hard contact, 44% to left-handed hitters. So this one, not a play for everybody. The BVP fans will certainly love it, and I love the spot here to get sneaky with Cody Bellinger against Zach Wheeler. All right, next play, we are rolling Manny Machado of the Padres. So Machado really swinging a good bat right now. 6 multi-hit games for him over the last 12, and another matchup that we can look at and say a strong history here now. A bigger sample than we had with Bellinger. 33 at-bats for Machado against John Gray. And he's hit 333 against them with 4 home runs. 358 the WOBA for him against right-handed pitching dating back to the start of last season. Another one where the matchup doesn't jump off the page. Likely alone, take advantage here with Manny Machado. All right, my favorite starting pitcher for Wednesday night, we are going Blanco of the Astros. So I love the upside this guy has shown. We're talking 7 games this season of 20 or more DraftKings points. 4 of those games, 26 or more. We have seen some massive games in the 30s, even the 40s for Blanco. Best game of the season was that 47-point outing back on opening day against this Toronto team. Complete game shutout in that one with 7 strikeouts. Now, Toronto doesn't strike out a ton against right-handed pitching, but Blanco much better in the strikeout department against righties at almost 27%. Toronto projected to roll out 6 right-handed hitters, in this lineup just lacks a lot of punch. As many big names as in that lineup, the stats bear out. It's not a great lineup against right-handed pitching. Let's take advantage tonight. Blanco, who mowed this team down back in April. All right, let's get you my favorite value play for Wednesday night. We're rolling Nathaniel Lowe of Texas. So great buy low here on Nathaniel Lowe. Bat has been absolutely producing here, and the price is simply lagging behind on both sites. Under 4,000 on DraftKings, under 3,000 here on FanDuel. We're talking 6 multi-hit games over the last 11, and over the last 3, he's really been locked in. 7 hits, 3 home runs, and 8 RBIs in that 3-game stretch. The best news, gets a nice matchup here with Missouri, who's really been struggling against left-handed hitters. 454 WOBA allowed, 214 ISO, and that strikeout rate at just 5.5% against lefties. Lowe should put plenty of balls in play here. Love the prices and love the matchup tonight here for Nathaniel Lowe. All right, let's keep rolling with the bats here. Up next, Spencer Steer of the Reds. So we know Spencer Steer very good against lefties. 373 WOBA this season, 225 the ISO, but he's really cranked it up here over the last month. WOBA over 500 and ISO sitting at 300 over the last 30 days. And in that same span, Carlos Rodon has really come crashing back down to earth. 410 WOBA allowed to righties, 258 ISO. And look at the last few starts for Carlos Rodon. 28 hits, 20 earned runs over his last 3 starts, and he's given up 5 home runs over the last 2. So the arrow pointing up on Spencer Steer lately against lefties, pointing down lately for Carlos Rodon against righties. Give me Spencer Steer tonight, and I don't mind a red stack either here with those right-handed bats. All right, it's time. Take a look at my favorite play for Wednesday night. Before we do that, let's continue our Beast of the Night contest. Easy to play. All you got to do, hit the thumbs up button, head to the comment section, and guess fantasy points on FanDuel tonight for my highest scoring hitter. Whoever's guess is the closest, we're going to give you a free week of RotoGrinders Premium just for hanging out here tonight in the fantasy bar. All right, let's wrap it up with my favorite play for Wednesday night. You know, Mass, Beast of the Night. All right, I mentioned a repeat from yesterday's video, and we're going to do that with another night of Aaron Judge as the Beast of the Night. So big price tag, no doubt, but we talked about Coors Field. There's some high-end pitching. There's going to be a lot of decisions people have to make. So he'll certainly have ownership, but probably not as high as it should be in this matchup. So I want to go right back to the well. Got it done for us once again last night with the home run. And this is one of the best hitters in all of baseball against lefties. At WOBA nearing 500. The ISO pushing 400, and Abbott has really struggled with power from the right side of the plate. 233 ISO and 14 home runs already allowed just to right-handed hitters. I think Judge stays hot, sends one into the seats, and we are happy we put him in our lineups. Aaron Judge, easily my favorite play on the board in tonight's Beast of the Night. All right, guys, that'll do it for Wednesday night here in the Fantasy Bar. As always, any comments, questions, or feedback, you know where to go. Hit me up in that comment section right below the video or on Twitter at Beermakersfan. Don't forget, your guess for the highest scoring hitters fantasy output on FanDuel for a shot to win some free RotoGrinders Premium. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you have not already. And don't forget Stonk Watch, great ADP and best ball talk. That link in the description of the video. Those are every Friday. You can catch those on our RotoGrinders YouTube page. For RotoGrinders.com, I am Beer saying salute. Thank you so much for watching. Best of luck on tonight's slate, and we will see you.
Thanks for checking out our videos. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more DraftKings, FanDuel, and other DFS content. And you can check out our daily live show schedule on RotoGrinders.com/videos.